First and foremost, very good afternoon from Messe Frankfurt. It's a wonderful experience to be here. This is the first time we are exhibiting in Automechanika Frankfurt, though we exhibit in India in several of the shows. The first thing what we are looking at here is to introduce our company to several parts of the world who have an opportunity to know more about India and also understand which are the players in India which are in the space of automotive. Because normally companies which are based all over the world, in Korea, in Japan, in Germany, US, are looking for partners to come and make in India. Because India offers a lot of scope, opportunity for global companies to offer their products in the Indian market. Over the years, what we have found is that only few players are offering the range. But now they are becoming specialized smaller companies which have the range and they want to avail the facilities of the manpower, the infrastructure cost and the technology now which India also offers. India also offers economical products and also the cost of manufacturing is much more competitive. So I think this is a great opportunity. We have met several people from Japan, from Korea who have attended us. They want to understand more about the Indian market and what we can also collaborate. See, what happens is in Sumax, which has been into business for the last 30 years, we have our factories in Chennai and in Manisa, and we have offices in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Rudrapur and in Jaipur. So what we find is that the basket of the range of products what India offers was limited. And there are enormous possibilities of options which the global companies offer for the same solution. So automotive OEMs now are looking at cost-effective solutions. They want to reduce the manpower cost, they want to reduce the process time, and they want to come up with innovative products which will be make it more competitive in India. Because now what we look at India becoming a global source for several of the OEMs who can offer at various things. Yes. What I have seen is that India has a lot of opportunities of competitive, at the same time communicative people, right? So now most innovations are based on manpower, an innovation of synergizing their strengths in the manufacturing with technology and with artificial intelligence. So India is quite advanced in all these segments. So once you are able to amalgamate all these processes, I think India is going to be a great force to reckon with all over the world. The focus all with the automotive assembly plants and the aftermarket is to have products which are value for money, but at the same time offer the highest quality. What we have seen is pre-paint and post-paint. If you're going to be a standalone product, it's difficult to survive because the cost of distribution and vendors don't want to have several people supplying to them. They want to have a one-stop solution. So if you've seen companies like 3M or Worth, which are global players, they have not been able to understand the Indian market from the competitiveness point of view, though they have the finest of qualities and other things. So customers in India are looking at value for money. Okay, our predominant market psychic what we have is that we must offer them the full range of products. So Sumax has 14 verticals. We have over 3,000 SKUs. So if you were to look at saying that we would focus on only these products, it's very difficult because you will have to offer the full range. Whether the quantities might vary more and less. So if you say that we are looking at a higher range of products or the product on focus, we would look at pre-paint and post-paint, and we'd also look at die cutting. We would look at the adhesive tape business, because with even the appliance industry coming in a big way, India is going to be a major hub for all of these products. The polishing tools becomes a small part of the whole thing, but it's part of the whole system. So in the system, you have to have the full range. Yeah? So our focus now is, if you look at it, is even let's say 60% is in the commercial cars and the cars, passenger cars and the commercial vehicles. Okay, the two-wheeler now India is one of the largest manufacturers. The business is going to be about 60-40. what we have seen is wherever there is going to be a labor component involved, any kind of the product that we requires labor, because if you see the cost of labor in Europe, in Japan, in Korea, is becoming very, very expensive. Including if you see China, the labor cost last 5 years have expanded quite a bit. So what we need to look at is cost competitiveness is going to be the key, and communication is going to be the key. That's what we are focusing on. That's one of the main reasons what happens is there's no point in reinventing the wheel. There are a lot of people in the world who have the product, who have the technology, but they don't have markets. At the same time, every company is trying to reduce the cost of manufacturing because they already have a large markets in the European and the US markets. So incidentally, we also met a few people yesterday who came up and saying that, can we make these products in India? What would be the cost? Do you have the technology? Do you have the resources? Do you have the R&D? So they are coming and evaluating India, but all this starts with meeting the right people. One thing what I have seen is if you're able to connect to them, if you're able to have the same vision and mission what they have in mind, setting up and building up the infrastructure, it's only a matter of process and meeting of minds. See, what we have done is we have in-house manufacturing facility. We are an ISO TS certified company. Of course, whatever is required to meet the requirement depending on the product specific. We have it in Chennai and we have it in Manisa, both. So depending on the product where what is being manufactured, depending on the requirement what they are doing it, and also they are looking at leading ideas which are coming from the European and the Japanese market and Korea also. So they are looking at how these are being made in the global markets, and they're looking at how we can also replicate them and improve those from the Indian point of view. So our focus now has been to optimize all our processes and systems, reduce the cost, focus on the products which we had about 15,000 SKUs. In the last 4 years, we've been bringing it down, we have brought it down to about 3,000, and our focus is to bring down to about 900 products now. Now, as you're going through this process, what we find is whatever is required with regards to the investment in technology, with the partnerships, the learning, the manpower, and also to understand the global trends. We are investing in all those. We are participating in this year also. We are going to participate in other shows all over the world to understand and meet people and share ideas. So the short-term goal is that how we can improve our efficiencies, quality, reduce cost, reduce manpower, and at the same time be more profitable. Honestly speaking, the trends are changing very drastically. Okay, now the aftermarket, of course, is going to sustain for a very long time. The industry standards are changing because the models which are coming in India, earlier used to have few models coming a year, but now you have dozens of models coming in because everybody wants to have a combination, or they want to have their own interiors, they want to have exterior paints, they need paint protection, they need high gloss finish, and so on and so forth. So it's a very fragile and very, very innovative way. The rapid pace of change which is happening today is remarkable. So we hope that we will also try and understand more, learn more from what is happening globally, and keep up with the competition and keep up with what the trends are happening globally, and we are able to offer the requirement what our customers want.